I'm live right now. I hope I am. Let me just double check because YouTube has basically stopped me from being able to even send out alerts. And I'm going to show you um, the racist response that I got from YouTube, who clearly knows that I'm a black man, and sending a black man a picture of a monkey and telling him you're sending a bunch of monkeys to fix the problem clearly is something that anyone with any sense would know is clearly inappropriate. Give me 1 second, people. Give me 1 second. Now let me get in here and let me look and let me see. The one thing these people don't want me to do is wake you up. That's what it boils down to. It boils down to keeping you very, very ignorant of the facts. Because once you learn the facts and you start thinking about it, well, then things are going to have to change. Why isn't it that other black Instagram conservative or black YouTube conservatives are dealing with the same things that I'm constantly dealing with? And to be perfectly honest with you, the only thing that I can tell you is because I'm the threat. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn. I don't want to make it seem like my brothers that are risking their lives and their faces and their sanity aren't being attacked, because they are. But realistically, what you're not understanding is that I have the power to wake up the urban community. When you hear me speak, you hear a real nigga. You hear a real nigga talking. You hear someone that you know you can relate to, because you know for a fact when you hear me, I'm saying the same thing you would say. The same exact thing you would say. No different. No different. So we know that we're live now. Give me 1 second. All right. So we know we're up. Everything that these people do, they do it so they can actually stop you from learning anything. I couldn't even set the the corrections on the channel. This is what it is. This is what they want. They don't want me to give you the content. Again, I can't go in and I can't do anything about it. I can't change the topic of the show. I can't do any of those things because they don't want me waking you up. I got a post from Instagram telling me that they're about to disable my account, or my account may be restricted. The same time that YouTube does this. Let me show you. The same time YouTube sends me this message, as they post a monkey and they tell me that a team of highly trained monkeys have been dispatched to deal with this situation. If you see them, send them this information as a text, screenshots frightening them. That's what they said. That's what they sent. And then they made sure they put a red hat on top of the monkey's head. We all know what that is. That's a MAGA hat on top of a monkey, who would be me, the black man. This is Google's way of dealing with the truth. This is how they try to discourage you from going out there and speaking the truth. This is how they discourage you from talking. They try to continue to erase your platforms. And y'all do know I have a second Instagram, and it's called the New Right Party. So if my Instagram at Montaga is removed while we are in litigation, I want you to know that you can actually you can actually go follow the new Instagram, which my fiance has been running, and you can actually still see the content that I'll be posting from there. Hopefully, hopefully if I don't get to make it to the White House this coming week, I'll be making it there next week. Hopefully. Thank you, Annie. And um, and right now they're saying that there are only 11 people viewing on YouTube, but I have over 100 people watching. I have over 100 people watching. I sent out a tweet, and I hope that people retweet it, because the more people that retweets it, the more the president will see it. Something has to stop. It all has to stop. It has to stop. Who's the monkey in the red hat? Who? It would have to be me. This is not the appropriate way to say that there's a problem with the server and it's being fixed. It's clear from past shirts that H&M has posted with monkeys in it that this is just something clearly inappropriate to send to anyone black. But this is their way of saying, monkey nigga with your red hat, we will stop you so if we feel like it. This is their way of doing it. This is their way of doing it. This is their way of trying to silence the truth, because they don't want you to know it. They don't want you to have it. They do not want you to have it. And then you have people like Breitbart who literally covered an event that I led the march at. I led the march. I walked in shoes that gave me blisters for over 2 miles, at least. And from that point of walking with a big ass banner screaming my love for Trump, you don't see any of it posted on Breitbart's YouTube or their Instagram or their website. Why is that? The problem with this conservative movement that I'm slowly going to be removing myself from is that a lot of them are fake as hell. We're pandering to the people that are already conservatives. We are pandering to the people that are already Republicans. But we are not opening up the eyes of the individuals who are on the fence for Trump, who've never voted at all, period, or who might be independent. I.e., we are not really going after the inner city and the poor people who cannot afford to go to the White House, who cannot afford to go to Washington, D.C., or go to any one of these rallies that they have. We're not talking to them. We are not talking to them. And I'm going to tell you something, and I don't want to say this on the show, but Trump will not beat Bernie Sanders unless we do it. Unless we go to the inner cities, to the black people that are outside with their pants hanging off their ass, that's hustling to 2 and 3 in the morning to feed their families, unless we give these individuals a voice and an option, they're either going to not vote or they're going to vote for the dummy that is screaming about socialism. Why do you think every last one of these people that go to that's running for president are going to the Breakfast Club? Because they're going to talk to the black vote. That's why. Now I'm trying to get Pastor Scott on the Breakfast Club. I'm trying my best to get him up there, but I'm tired of spending my own money and resources. Me and my fucking wife are spending everything we can to help people that we don't tell you that we help. As I continue to take care of my family, It gets to a point where we're having to do without things to get other things done. There is no reward in it for us, besides me trying to wake people up. No one is giving me a big ass bag of money and telling me all your problems are now over with. I calculated that to do Gangsters for Trump, it would be close to $100,000, if not more. To have guest speakers, the lowest amount that we would allocate to one guest speaker would be around 3,000. Because then it goes to 4,000, then it goes to 5,000, then it goes to 10,000, then it goes to 20,000. That's for speakers. That's for just some of the speakers that we lined up. Just some speakers. So then, after having to calculate the over $50,000 it would cost to fly these individuals out, to calculate the to feed them alone would be over $18,000. If I gave every person that came there, assuming that we only counted 40 people. Now, mind you, I have to fly out media, people like Will Johnson. I have to put Will Johnson in a hotel. Uber guy, other media, other new media that we fly out, that I have to fly out, put in a hotel. I have to feed them too. Every time I sat down with my wife to eat and we had regular sandwiches, it's Gangsters for Trump, baby. And we had regular sandwiches. The meal cost us close to $50. It was always $49 and some change. And that's for me and my wife to sit down and have 2 sandwiches and 2 drinks. We have 40 grown ass men that I intend to bring to march to Washington, D.C., and hopefully even have come to the White House. And if I gave them $150 a piece starting, that would be $6,000 for one day. And for a 3-day event, it would be over $18,000. I posted a GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe asked for $28,000. That is to get ad space on radio stations, ad space on Facebook and YouTube, oh my fucking God, this is like a headache. Ad space on other people's channels and other people's platforms. I asked for $28,000 to help for ad space. Instagram takes my links and they continue to remove them off. Conservatives are making the same mistake that they've made time and time again by not activating the black vote. All the black people that you've seen at Brexit are already conservatives. They are already people that will vote for Donald Trump. The idea of this is to get people who normally wouldn't, so we can wake them up. You have some people afraid to present me because they're afraid of the content that I may have or the things I may say. And it's clear, all you have to say is, I don't agree with everything the man says. But the man has a voice, and it should be heard. And instead of them trying to shy away from my content or the things that I say, they should say, why won't you ask him why he feels that way? Republicans for the longest have been making blacks feel like you have to be rich to be a Republican. And currently, with this atmosphere that we are currently having, they're still feeling the same way because they're not being included at all. There is no Republican rallies in New York. It's clear, I've showed it on my platform numerous times. I fucking run my city. I run New York City. And not once has anyone reached out to me to say, let's do a rally in New York City. Let's get a rally done in New York City. It really, 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 it really bothered me to see that Breitbart wouldn't show my speech. I didn't use any derogatory language whatsoever. I didn't say one thing that anyone would deem offensive. I just spoke the truth. But they negated to actually post my speech. I have a ton of conservatives who are online who steal my content, remove my name from it, and post it as if it's theirs. They came up with the idea. Or they don't want to acknowledge the fact that I exist. Because some of them are threatened because they're not really conservatives and they're not worrying about waking up any people whatsoever. They're worrying about being popular. Every day I wake up knowing that these people have the power to kick in my door, try to create false charges against me, kick in my door, and take my life and say, I grabbed for a gun, or I look like I had a gun. Anything of the sort. Every day. I have the IRS trying to hinder my fiance from filing her taxes, and they're trying to even not give her a tax return, and that's only because she's dealing with Tony X. That's how much of a threat I am. You know, if I wasn't such an asshole, I would have been quit. I would have been said, I can't do this because these people are trying to stop me any way they can. I would have been said, I can't do it because they're trying to stop me any way they can. YouTube gets to send me a message with a monkey in a red hat telling me they sent a team of highly trained monkeys have been dispatched to deal with this situation. If you see them, send them this information as a text. Screenshots frighten them. That's their response to a black man in a red hat. This is like blatant racism, blatant fascism in your face. See, when you use your power in media, finance to keep a group of people down, that's racism. That's hindering a race from being able to grow and prosper. And you can only do that when you have the resources that Google has. Google owns YouTube. I had a lawyer who was supposed to have been involved in the case, but he became so afraid that he's not even trying to take it anymore. So now I have another lawyer and hopefully we'll get this rectified. Hopefully, I will be at the White House next week, and if I am at the White House next week, and if I can make it, then I'm going to try my best to show the president everything that's happening to me, everything. I tweeted this. I tweeted this in a video. This racist post that they sent me.
Here are some videos of racist song I found on the web.
Even Siri's listening. See? And I'm hoping that you guys go in and retweet it. I'm hoping that you go in to Twitter and you retweet it. Retweet it so much that it becomes viral. Yeah, I'm upset. I'm upset because the Republican Party is failing us. The conservative movement is failing us. No one in power is stepping up to defend our right to free speech. They're allowing it to be trampled upon. I'm upset because I understand what socialism is. And once they take everything away from us, they're going to take us away too. That's the fact. There are people who are outside wearing MAGA hats, white, black, and they're being punched in the face. They're being chased down streets. And the reason why this is happening is because it hasn't been deemed a hate crime yet to assault someone because of their political views. But a physical attack clearly comes from hate. It doesn't come from any other place. A physical assault on anyone is an act of hate. It doesn't come from anywhere else. We have allowed the Illuminati full access to destroy our homes, our families, our way of life. This is a blatant act to silence me so I do not wake up Black America. That's why. I'm not going to stay on long, y'all. I got some work I got to do. And to be honest with you, I'm really, really upset. I am very much offended by the response that I got from YouTube. And it's really, really, really sad that Google gets to use their platform to not only censor free Americans, but to also be racist while doing it. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay American, and destroy the other side. We don't care.